Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Is this today my turn, Prabhuji?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. So today is Monday, 26th of February. This Phalguna Masa or Govinda Masa, Krishna Paksham and Vidyadari. So there are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. We shall quickly move on to Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sukadeva Goswami has been speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. So far, one has to, they have to using the dharana. All these contamination, material contaminations will be purified, and then he will be coming very quickly unto the shelter of lotus feet of Krishna through devotional service. So likewise, he is mentioning रजस्तमोभ्याभ्य रजः तमः अभ्याम आक्षिप्तं विमूढं मन आत्मनः यच्चेद्धारणया धीरो हन्ति या तत्कृतं मलम्. So with the dharana and tatkritam malam hanti, all these things will be completely eradicated out. And then using this dharana, yasyam sandharya manayam yogino bhakti lakshanaha asu sampadjite yoga ashriyam bhadramikshitaha. He is under the direct shelter of the Supreme Lord and with the bhakti yoga process. Yogino bhakti lakshanaha, that is the bhakti. यस्यां संधार्यमाणायां योगिनो भक्तिलक्षणः असंपद्यते योग आश्रयं भद्रमीक्षितः. So he is Sukadeva Goswami is saying like that. Now Parikshit is now after hearing that he started asking further questions to Sukadeva Goswami. So he is asking, so O Sukadeva Goswami, so by the you are saying with the dharana and you are saying everything will be completely cleared out, all this mode of passion and ignorance will be cleared out, but can you please tell more about how one can how to engage oneself to perform dharana. So and during that his mind will be completely fixed on the objective, the supreme absolute truth. Likewise, Parikshit is asking. So we are in the second canto, chapter 1, verse number 22. Rajavuvacha yata sandharyate brahman dharana yatra sammata yadrusiva hared asu purushasya manomalam yata sandharyate brahman. So Rajavuvacha, so Parikshit is asking yata sandharyate brahman. So he's saying, as it is, Sandharite Brahman, O Brahmana, and how it needs to be. Yata, you are saying whatever the form, whatever the way, sandharite, so that needs to be performed. Dharana yatra sammata, and you have sammata, like you have explained in a summary. You have explained in a brief summary. One has to go to the lonely place and keeping himself in the proper posture, and then engage himself completely in the devotional service, thinking of only Vishnu and meditating on the each and every part of the Lord. That is what you have summed in brief. Dharana yatra sammata. That is the briefly Sukadeva Goswami has told Parikshit. If Parikshit is happy, Sukadeva Goswami may leave from that place. And if he is satisfied and then he doesn't want. So now, but the king wanted to know more about further, about the dharana. Yata sandharite brahman dharana yatra sammata yadrusiva harid asu. How it needs to be performed, yadrusiva harid, and how it needs to be, how it will be cleared out when we are engaging in that one. Yadrusiva harid asu purushasya manomalam. And whatever the human, he has acquired all these intoxicants into the mind, how it can be cleared out? Please explain all those things to me. Likewise, he is asking yadrisi bhai, what is the way for it? Yata sandharite brahman dharana yatra sammata yadrisi va harid asu purushasya manomalam. So translation for this verse: the fortunate king Parikshit, inquiring further, said, O Brahmana, please describe in full detail how and where the mind has to be applied and how the conception can be fixed so that the dead things in a person's mind can be removed. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So can I request any devotees who are not allocated as a fixed yet?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Raslila Mataji, would you like to go?
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The dirty things in the heart of a conditioned soul are the root cause of all troubles for him. A conditioned soul is surrounded by the manifold miseries of material existence, but on account of his gross ignorance, he is unable to remove the troubles due to dirty things in the heart accumulated during the long prison life in the material world. He is actually meant to serve the will of the Supreme Lord, but on account of the dirty things in the heart, he likes to serve his concocted desires. These desires, instead of giving him any peace of mind, create new problems and thus bind him to the cycle of repeated birth and death. These dirty things of fruitive work and empiric philosophy can be removed only by the association with the Supreme Lord. The Lord, being omnipotent, can offer his association by his inconceivable potencies. Thus, persons who are unable to pin their faith on the personal feature of the Absolute are given a chance to associate with his Virat Roop, or the cosmic impersonal feature of the Lord. The cosmic impersonal feature of the Lord is a feature of his unlimited potencies. Since the potent and the potencies are identical, even the conception of his impersonal cosmic feature helps the conditioned soul to associate with the Lord indirectly and thus gradually rise to the stage of personal contact. Maharaj Parikshit was already directly connected with the personal feature of the Lord Sri Krishna, and as such he had no need to inquire from Sukadeva Goswami about where and how to apply the mind in the impersonal Virat Roop of the Lord. But he inquired after a detailed description of the matter for the benefit of others who are unable to conceive of the transcendental personal feature of the Lord as the form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. The non devotee class of men cannot think of the personal feature of the Lord. Because of their poor fund of knowledge, the personal form of the Lord, like Rama or Krishna, is completely revolting to them. They have a poor estimation of the potency of the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.11, it is explained by the Lord Himself that people with a poor fund of knowledge deride the supreme personality of the Godhead of the Lord, taking him to be a common man. Such men are ignorant of the inconceivable potency of the Lord. By the inconceivable potency of the Lord, He can move in the human society or any other society of living beings and yet remain the same omnipotent Lord without deviating in the slightest form his, slightest from his transcendental position. So, for the benefit of men who are unable to accept the Lord in his personal eternal form, Maharaj Parikshit inquired from Sukdev Goswami how to fix the mind on him in the beginning, and the Goswami replied in detail as follows. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Dandot Pranams.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for reading this one. So in this purport, and Sukadev, the King Parikshit, he is inquiring more details, how to fix one's mind and the supreme absolute truth in the personal features. So Prabhupada in this purport, so saying that people have accumulated so many dirty things in the heart. So whenever we buy one thing, so it comes with not only one object, it comes with so many other paraphernalia of dirty things. If we buy a house, we need to accumulate so many other things into it, and then we need to put our mind how to make this one beautiful like that. If I buy a nice dress, I need to how to maintain this one, how to clean it, and how to wash it, and how to where to keep it, and we need a wardrobe for it. So many things. These are all dirty things. So later on, Sukadeva Goswami is going to explain how one needs to be very simple and then engage all his valuable human energy into the supreme absolute truth. That is what it is his wealth. Otherwise, everything is else a burden to him. And all these dirty things of fruitive work and empiric philosophy can be removed only by the association with the Supreme Lord. When one is engaged in the Supreme Lord, coming to the devotional service, he doesn't have time to spend on the dirty things at all. Otherwise, so yam yam adham upadatte dukkena sukhetave tam tam dhunoti bhagavan puman sochati yat krute. Otherwise, one accumulates all these things in due course of time to enjoy, and with so much of struggle, dukkena sukhetave. He wanted to enjoy, but he struggles to accumulate. Tam tam dunoti bhagavan, and but the Lord will take away everything, and then because of that, puman sochati yat krute. The person he cries for it, and once again he keeps on. So whenever he is engaging in the devotional service, his wealth is in the very, very subtle way. That is not in the materialistic things. He can take that wealth anywhere in this unique cosmic manifestation. So that is where one has to engage all his life, time, energy, and all the things he has got, put it into the devotional service. So people used to give all of their wealth into the Lord through serving the Vaishnavas, feeding them, and creating the temples. And in such a way, they give all these things. They don't keep anything. That was the custom of Sanatana Dharma. So, and then further, Prabhupada is saying here, these dirty things of fruit to work and empiric philosophy can be removed only with the association with the Supreme Lord. Lord being omnipotent can offer his association by inconceivable potencies. And so he has got, if he is limited just only for a personality, then it is limiting. So And here there are impersonal people. They think if the Lord is in the Brahman, so yanya arvindaksha vimukta mayanaha tvayasta bhavad abhiddha buddhayaha. So they cannot conceive the Lord's uh, inconceivable potencies. So for them, Prabhupada is saying they could be imagining the Lord's Virata Rupa. Virata Rupa is the when the universe is creating with the Saptavadrihi, all the 7 layers of the universe, and the Lord enters into this cosmos. That is how the universe forms. And then each and every part of like oceans and the hills and the trees and the planet, everything is compared to in the form of Virat Rupa. That they imagine it. But actually, the Lord has got a personal feature. So Sutta Goswami in the beginning, he mentions in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, second chapter itself. And further, Prabhupada is mentioning here. So that is also here also it is about the impersonal Virat Rupa of the Lord. And they cannot even, only the devotees can think of it. Non-devotee class of men cannot think of the personal features. So this is also mentioned. And this is avdhananti mamudha manushim tanumasitam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaraha. So they cannot understand their mudhas. That is Krishna's inconceivable potencies. These foolish people cannot understand. Otherwise, how can he be the supreme personality of Godhead? So likewise, people. So Prabhupada is giving more details here, and then Parikshit is inquiring from the Sukadeva Goswami, so he is going to explain later on. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So yata sandharite brahman dharana yatra sammata yadruseva harid asu purushasya manomalam. Likewise, Parikshit is asking, so we will see those details about what Sukadeva Goswami is going to say. Okay, we shall quickly move on to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
When he says about the dirty things in the heart, I would have thought also having the negative thoughts about each other and trying to be spiteful to each other. That's dirty things, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. So, which is not permanent. Atmajaya Satagara Pasudravina Bandhushu Niroda Molam Hridaya Bahu Atmanum Bahumanyate. I have got all these things, like not only these material things, like the subtle things, like I like this person, I don't like this person. So
Yeah.
that is discriminations.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so from the Prabhupada's letter. So today letter to Jadurani, January 14th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Gauringi Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. My dear Jadurani, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge a receipt of your letter dated January 10, 1970. I ask you to work for 4 hours just to give you not very much strength because I found you weaker than I saw you before. On the well, you can walk consistently so that you may not feel tired due to your weakness. So sometimes, if you go with Sankirtana party, that will be a nice relations. So, for each and every time you do not write to me but use your best discretion and do everything easily and without strain. That is my advice. And being in the discipline succession of Prahlada Maharaja certainly Certainly, we are not interested for our personal liberation as much as we want to work for the liberation of the conditioned soul because Krishna desired it. So you are an intelligent girl. I need not talk much and be happy in Krishna consciousness business. I am very glad to learn that Muralidhara, Devahuti, and uh, Bara, Barahadaja, Bharadaja are working together. Mm, uh, you simply surprise super supervise them. I know Bharadhaja is a very fast working painter, and if he sticks to his work, certainly he will do wonderfully. So far, Devhuti is concerned. She is elder woman, but very nice and sober as well as qualified, because she is of the age of all of your mothers. She should be tried very respectfully. Nothing should be ordered to her, but simply suggested so all of your that she may work in her own way. You should personally see to the comforts and convenience so that she may feel very happy to stay with you all young boys and girls. So far I have studied, and it is quite natural that she requires a little respectful uh, dealing from the young boys and girls. I do not follow what you mean by that very are that they are starting to sell samosas. We should not sell any prasadam. We sell distribute prasadam, and we can ask for contribution. That should be the method. But our magazines should be sold as many as possible, and I am glad to learn that sometimes you are selling more than 200 copies. Now Brahmananda will be going to Boston for the further development of the center, and one of the item I suggested for should be to distribute free copies of BGTG to a group for respectable persons every month with special reference to president of the foundation who are inclined to give contribution to religious institution. You may convey this message to Satrupa and Brahmananda. Hope this will find you all right. Your ever will wisher, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada
Okay.
ki jai.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhupada uh, told mentioned Jadurani. She working, so he said, you working only 20 hours or something. Then she find she is weak. He feel he know he is weak. That's why he told her not work too much. Then other one is where is I forgot that probably. Brahmananda or something. They are going to um, uh, mm, center. They open the center. Uh, that he mentioned that one. Then other one is yeah. Also book. I forgot Prabhuji. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. You have read nicely and summarized a few points. Thank you so much. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Okay, so and also when the sanghas are in the society, when we see some of the elderly devotees, we need to respect them. Prabhupada is giving special attentions in the sense like they have seen more of the material world in terms of way of the family or whatever it is. So in such a way, we need to respect those elderly. Treat very respectfully. We should be treating. So Prabhupada is suggesting that one. And also as far as it is concerned with the prasadam, it needs to be only contributions, and it should, we have to give the prasadam. We should not sell any prasadam, Prabhupada mentions, but anything through the magazines we could sell. So those are the free things, and Prabhupada is giving further points later in the paragraph. Okay, so those are my takeaway points. Any other points, dear devotees? If you wanted to share anything. And from the announcements point of view, so tomorrow we have got a preaching session, preaching practice session with Saranya Mataji. That is the upcoming event. And coming Saturday, it is Krishna Keshav Prabhu is going to speak on Nityananda Prabhuji. Those are the upcoming events. Dear devotees, if you wanted to share anything or any events are going on, anything you wanted to add, please kindly share. Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhu, about the selling of prasadam, well, it says here about they're starting to sell samosas. Well, in the temple, we do sell samosas. Is that not prasadam?
That is restaurant, Mataji. So in the temple, the separate department. But actually, in the main temple, whatever the prasadam is there, it is for free.
Yeah.
So Haveli is a different part, and main temple is different. Whatever is prepared for the Lord, offer it to the Lord, and then distribute it to the devotees.
But it's not a practice that you sell it prasadam anyway.
Yes.
In case he does not, promote that in the practice.
Hare Krishna Mataji, just like the point on which you have raised. So, bakery, magazine distribution, like when Prabhupada did book distribution, that was a separate thing that was to get Lakshmi for the organization, institution. So similarly, like here what we have is we have the gift shop, we have the bakery, and the goshala ghee and everything that is done, that is to sell and get Lakshmi for the maintenance of the temple. So whatever, not only samosa, the different other things which are So sold there, it's the specific purpose is like not to be sold as prasadam. Like I don't know, they're just made and maybe sold there, not offered. I'm not sure whether they're offered or not. But there are so many other things, box savories and sweets, which are sold. So the purpose is to generate fund for the organization. So prasadam, when in the reception we have these little packets of coconut sweets and peda and all that, so those are offered freely or whatever, like mahaprasad and prasadam. We have lunch prasadam, they are offered freely, but somebody sponsors them though. But what is sold in the bakery is like to generate fund. Yeah. So
But whatever is offered to Krishna, it becomes prasadam anyway. So maybe they don't offer the samosas to the homemade stuff to.
yes, I
As,
think so,
yeah.
Mataji. I think they are not, because they're made in different departments, like bakery. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
cakes,
yeah.
another department, the drinks and all. So I don't think they're offered, because I think once I asked, I think they don't do that. The
Yeah,
sweets
but
are
sometimes they also offer like sale, like in the sweets in the morning, like Mangala morning sweet it's made.
yeah,
Krishna.
that is one thing I had doubt as well, Mataji. I mean, I was thinking about that, whether they should do it or not. But what the practice, they have the Mangala Arti Prasad. So
Yeah, they're selling on the
yeah, they're
settlement.
selling that. Yeah, I know. So that practice is like particular to this temple. I'm not associated with other temples, so we don't know. But whether what they do is whether it's right or not. They should be selling. But yeah, it's up to the temple matter. Yeah, I did think about that. Yeah.
Well, also this statement is to do with Prabhupada just questioning what he meant. So it's not Prabhupada. There's no confirmed action that this is what they're selling prasadam anyway. So it's just saying that I do not follow what you mean by that. They are starting to sell samosas. So he's inquiring what did he mean?
Mataji, if you see, like we have been to Mayapur temple, like here it says we should not sell any prasadam. We shall distribute and ask for contribution. But in Mayapur, like how the system is, you have to get coupons to get the lunch prasadam as well. So, of course, I think they'd offered in the kitchen, but still, I don't know whether we should say sell or not, but we still have to get coupons. But I think with over a period of time, with more devotees, more visitors coming to the temple, I think to manage also with so much of like prices going up and all. I think when Prabhupada started the movement, it was like uh, a small association, not like in thousands and thousands. Like in, if you have been to Mayapur, you would know what I mean. Like there are so many different bhavans, like Gada Bhavan, Gita Bhavan, Shankar Bhavan. They all have like thousands of devotees. They get prasadam. So with the price rise and all, I think to maintain and keep it running fluently, or twice a day, every single day, 365 days a year, we need some fun. So I think that they do it that way. So yeah, we can't complain. Otherwise, I think this whole service will stop.
Thank you, Mataji, for kindly sharing this information. Any other updates, or we shall conclude and continue with further japa? वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnavinda ki jai.
हरे कृष्ण।